Hey everybody, it's Robin. Today we're going to make Rendang steamed buns. In a previous video I made Rendang. Rendang is a classic Indonesian beef stew, slowly cooked in coconut milk and spices until the meat is melt in your mouth, tender, caramelized, and super tasty. Seriously, the best spicy curry ever. So my son requested that I take the rendang, I put more spice and coconut in it, and add it to buns. So here we go. I'm going to take 360 grams of cake flour, 20 grams of skim milk powder, 4 grams of baking powder, 5 grams of instant dry yeast, and 35 grams of sugar, and mix it up. Now that's instant yeast. We don't have to bloom it. I love that stuff. Now we're going to make a well in the middle and add the water and oil. And that's going to be 35 grams of vegetable oil and 200 grams of lukewarm water. And mix that well until it forms a shaggy dough. Once it forms a shaggy dough, then get right in there and mix it with your hands. It should be a bit sticky, so you want to add some flour to your hands as needed. So on the work surface, you're going to knead the dough for 10 minutes or until the dough is nice and smooth and springy to the touch. That 10 minutes will go by lickety-split. So you're going to push and fold and turn, push, fold, and turn for the next 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes, it should look like this. As you can see, it's springy to the touch, and it's not sticky anymore. Put it in a greased bowl and cover and let it rest for an hour. And after an hour, it should look like this. Put a little flour on it, and let's get to work rolling it out. We're going to roll it into a circle here, or you can also roll it into a rectangle. A rectangle would have been better, but I went for the circle today. You want to get the dough to be about 1/4 of an inch thick. Then fold the dough in half and roll out again. Repeat another 2 times of this fashion, rolling it, folding it, turning it, and then rolling it again. Position the longest side next to you and then start to roll the edge. This will help with making the bun extra fluffy. And we want our buns fluffy. So the folding and then this rolling really sets this recipe apart, this dough rolling technique, to set you up for a successful fluffy bun. So you roll it into like a snake-like portion, and you see me trying to equalize it out now. I won't get it all equal, so after I cut the dough, I'll weigh each part. Doesn't have to be precise, but I wanted to at least be in the ballpark for each piece. So you want to place each one of your portions onto a sheet, maybe with wax paper on it, and you can see the circles, and those layers are going to be very helpful once we steam the buns. You want to cover it with a damp tea towel, and then we're going to work on rolling out each piece. Sprinkle it with a little flour. Push it down with your hands, your fingertips. Take your roller. If you don't have a small one like mine, no worries. You can use a larger roller or just use your fingers to do this part. So rolling it out, flattening a little bit more. Now you're just going to work on the edges. You want to keep the center portion thick and the edges thin, because the edges are what you're going to pleat and twist and turn to seal up the bun. This does take some practice, but by the time that you're done, you'll get the hang of it. And there you go. You see the center is thicker. You see those circles, and then you just roll out each one, just like that one. And now it's time to actually fill the dough. So take a disc of dough and place 2 heaping tablespoons, a good portion in the center. Now, if you're doing this for the first time, try it with a smaller amount first. And then I'm going to just pinch with my fingers and try to pinch as I twist my left hand and my right hand at the same time. I still kind of have to work with it. Pinch and twist, pinch and twist. Both hands are twisting. And keep twisting. Keep the dough around circle. And keep twisting. And there you go. And then you just want to praise yourself and pat it. So happy I got that. Make sure it's shaped real nice so it doesn't flatten out later. And then place it on the sheet and get another one out. So we're just repeating what we did before. Pinch and twist. Twist the left hand, twist the right hand while you're pinching. Just try not to get any of the inside part on your fingers. That messes it up. And then once you get it all the way around, really twist and pinch and seal it off. Now if you don't get it, that turned out beautiful. I'm really happy about that. Pat it and make sure it's nice and round, checking it out. And if you have a hole, it doesn't really matter. And if it doesn't look like that, it doesn't matter, because my family always says, Mom, even if they all look different, if they, if some have holes in it, heck, they all taste really good. I do this with, this is a different technique that I'm going to use, where I draw up both edges, seal it and pinch, and then I work on the right, seal and pinch off those pleated edges there. And then I'm going to turn it and do the same. I pull it up and pinch. Now when you're working with like a larger bow bun, this technique to me really is easier, but this is not a super large bun, so I can do both techniques and get a good seal. Now you're going to cover it and let them rest for 1 hour. And when you come back, it should look like this. You might have to reshape them a little bit. Now with this bamboo steamer, I don't want to overcrowd. I don't want them to stick together, so I'm going to go for 4 on each level of my steamer. I actually have 2 steamers. I just got a bamboo steamer and I have an older metal steamer. I'm going to use the bamboo one today. It's got a ring on it, so I place it right on top of my Dutch oven. The bamboo absorbs all the steam so it doesn't drip down. And there you go, look at them. They're wonderful. Aren't they beautiful? I'm so proud of myself. And they're nice and soft, springy to the touch. And look, they're hot right out of the steamer. My fingers are burning. Yes, I did it. I can see that they're fluffy and it tastes wonderful. Now that cake flour really leads itself to a very fine tasting dough. And that rendang is super spicy with that extra hot sauce in there. You guys, I hope you try it. Thanks so much for joining me today. I love all of you. If you want to reheat them, you can steam them, nuke them in the microwave, or even fry them in a pan. Have a great day, everyone. See you next time.